Let me ask you a question. What if becoming rich had less to do with how much money you earn and more to do with the systems you build? What if the difference between people who struggle with money their entire lives and those who quietly accumulate wealth over time is not intelligence, not luck, not even income, but a handful of simple habits most people were never taught? Think about that for a moment, because many people believe wealth belongs only to a certain group of people. People with high salaries, people with financial degrees, people who understand complicated investment strategies. But what if that belief is wrong? What if the real difference between financial stress and financial freedom comes down to something far simpler? Consistency, not perfection. Consistency. Today, we begin a journey into one of the most practical, refreshingly honest, and surprisingly empowering books ever written about personal finance. A book that strips away the myths surrounding money, breaks down the psychology of spending, and introduces a system that anyone can follow. A system designed not merely to help you save money, but to help you live a rich life. Welcome to this audiobook insights of I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Before we begin, if you enjoy deep insights from the world's most powerful books on wealth, leadership, personal growth, and financial mastery, subscribe to Success Resources Books Insights. This channel exists for one reason: to help you extract the most valuable lessons from life-changing books and apply them to your own life. Because knowledge alone does not change your life. Applied knowledge does. So settle in, open your mind, and let's begin. Before we dive into the lessons of the book, let's take a moment to understand the man behind the ideas. Ramit Sethi is an entrepreneur, best-selling author, and personal finance educator whose work has helped millions of people transform the way they think about money. He is the founder of the widely recognized platform I Will Teach You to Be Rich, where he shares practical strategies for mastering personal finance without guilt, extreme frugality, or complicated financial jargon. His philosophy is refreshingly different from traditional financial advice. Many financial experts focus almost entirely on cutting expenses. Stop buying coffee, stop eating out, stop enjoying yourself. But Ramit's approach challenges that narrative. He believes the goal of money is not simply to save more. The goal is to design a rich life. A life where you spend extravagantly on the things you truly love, while cutting costs mercilessly on the things you don't care about. His work has been featured in major publications including The New York Times, Forbes, Fortune, The Wall Street Journal. His teachings have influenced entrepreneurs, young professionals, families, and individuals across the world who want to build wealth without sacrificing the joy of living. But what makes Ramit's approach particularly powerful is that he does not focus on complicated financial theories. He focuses on systems, and systems beat willpower every time. Before Ramit teaches about credit cards, or investing, or savings accounts, he begins somewhere deeper: mindset. Because the way we think about money often determines the way we behave with money. Many of our financial beliefs were formed long before we earned our first paycheck. They came from childhood conversations, family attitudes, cultural beliefs, and the stories we heard growing up. Perhaps you heard phrases like, "Money is the root of all evil," "Rich people are greedy," "Investing is gambling," "You must struggle your entire life to succeed." These statements may seem harmless, but repeated over time, they quietly shape our financial behavior. If someone believes money is bad, they may subconsciously avoid building wealth. If someone believes rich people are unethical, They may resist becoming successful themselves. These invisible beliefs can become silent barriers, and Ramit challenges us to question them. Instead of asking, "How can I save more money?" he asks a more powerful question. What does your rich life actually look like? For one person, a rich life may mean traveling the world, exploring new cultures, experiencing freedom. For another person, a rich life may mean spending meaningful time with family, being present for children, having the flexibility to choose how they spend their days. For someone else, a rich life may mean building a business, creating impact, leaving a legacy. The point is simple. Being rich is not about a number. It is about freedom, choice, intentional living. And once you define your rich life, money becomes a tool that helps you build it. Now let's begin with something many people misunderstand. Credit cards. For years, many people have been taught that credit cards are dangerous, that they lead to debt, that they should be avoided entirely. But Ramit offers a different perspective. He argues that credit cards, when used correctly, are powerful financial tools. The key phrase here is, when used correctly. Let's imagine two friends, Jason and Daniel. Jason decides to avoid credit cards completely. He believes they are risky. He uses cash and debit cards for every purchase. Daniel takes a different approach. He uses credit cards for almost everything he buys: groceries, travel, gas, dining. At first glance, Jason appears more responsible. After all, he avoids debt. But fast forward 10 years. Daniel has built a strong credit history. He has accumulated travel rewards. He has benefited from purchase protection and fraud protection. And when he applies for a mortgage, he receives a significantly lower interest rate. Jason, who avoided credit cards entirely, has almost no credit history. Lenders view him as an unknown risk, and he may face higher borrowing costs. This example reveals an important truth. It's not the tool, it's how you use it. Credit cards are neither good nor bad. They are tools, and like any tool, their value depends on the user. Your credit score quietly influences many areas of your life. It can affect loan approvals, mortgage interest rates, apartment rental applications, insurance rates, and sometimes even employment background checks. A strong credit score can save tens of thousands of dollars across a lifetime. Yet many people never learn how credit actually works. Ramit explains that your credit score is determined by several factors. These include payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, new credit inquiries, credit mix. But among these factors, one stands above all others: paying your bills on time. Every time. Late payments damage credit scores quickly. But there is a simple solution: automation. One of the most powerful ideas in Ramit's system is automation. Many people believe financial discipline comes from willpower, but willpower is unreliable. We forget, we procrastinate, we get distracted. Automation removes these weaknesses. Instead of relying on memory, you build systems that handle your finances automatically. For example, automatic credit card payments, automatic transfers to savings accounts, automatic investments. Once these systems are set up, your finances begin running in the background of your life, quietly improving month after month. Automation reduces stress. It prevents late fees, and it ensures consistent progress. Credit cards, used wisely and automated properly, become the first building block of a powerful financial system. The next step in building financial strength is understanding something many people overlook. Banks are businesses. Their goal is profit, and much of that profit comes from fees customers barely notice. Overdraft fees, ATM withdrawal charges, monthly account maintenance fees. Individually, these charges may seem small, but over time, they quietly drain thousands of dollars. Ramit describes this as death by 1,000 cuts. Consider the story of Sarah. She opens a bank account during college. The bank charges a $12 monthly maintenance fee. She barely notices. $12 seems insignificant. But over 10 years, that fee alone costs her more than $1,400. And that does not include additional overdraft charges or ATM fees. Now imagine if that money had been invested instead. With compounding returns, the long-term cost becomes even greater. The lesson is simple. Small leaks sink big ships. To protect your finances, you must optimize your banking system. Choose accounts that offer no monthly fees, strong digital tools, high-yield savings interest, reliable customer service. Today, many online banks offer interest rates significantly higher than traditional institutions. Yet millions of people remain with outdated banks, simply because change feels inconvenient. But spending 1 hour today to improve your banking system can generate financial benefits for decades. Ask yourself, am I paying unnecessary fees? Is my savings account earning meaningful interest? Could a better system serve me? Small improvements compound dramatically over time. If these insights are helping you rethink your relationship with money, take a moment to subscribe to Success Resources Books Insights. Our mission is simple: to turn powerful books into practical wisdom you can apply immediately. Because when the right ideas meet consistent action, lives change. Now, let's continue. Many people believe investing is complicated. They imagine stock traders watching multiple screens, analyzing charts, trying to predict market movements. But Ramit simplifies investing dramatically. He explains that successful investing rarely comes from predicting the market. Instead, it comes from time in the market. Imagine two investors. Anna waits for the perfect moment to invest. She reads financial news, follows market predictions, and waits for the right time. David takes a simpler approach. He invests a fixed amount every month. He does not attempt to predict the market. He simply participates. Over 30 years, David almost always wins because compounding rewards consistency, not perfection. Compounding is one of the most powerful forces in finance. It works like this. Your money earns returns. Then those returns begin earning returns. And over time, growth accelerates. Imagine investing $500 per month. If that investment grows at average market returns, after 30 years, it can exceed $1 million. Not because of genius, not because of luck, but because of time. The greatest obstacle to investing is not lack of knowledge. It is procrastination. People delay investing because they believe they need to learn more. But waiting often becomes the most expensive decision of all. Time is the single most powerful ingredient in compounding. And every year delayed reduces potential growth dramatically. The goal is not to invest perfectly. The goal is to start. Even small amounts matter. Then allow time to work its magic. So far in this journey, we have explored 3 essential foundations: how to use credit wisely, how to avoid unnecessary banking fees, and why investing early is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. But the next step is where Ramit's system truly comes together. Because understanding money is one thing, designing a complete financial system is another. In the next part of this audiobook, we will explore how to automate your entire financial life, how to create guilt-free spending, how to build a financial system that runs automatically, and why the richest people rely on systems rather than discipline. Because once your money begins working in the background of your life, financial stress begins to fade, and freedom begins to grow. This has been part 1 of the audiobook insights for I Will Teach You to Be Rich, narrated by S.R. Books. Insights. This is more than mindset. It's a mission. Keep seeking, keep growing, keep giving, and together, let's make the world rich again.